Hey there, deep divers.
Yeah.
You ever just like open your eyes underwater in a pool or the ocean and it's just like
Yeah.
it's it's blurry, right?
Yeah.
Everything's a mess. Why is that?
It's a great question.
Especially in salt water. My eyes just sting.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other thing with the salt, but it all starts with how our eyes are designed.
Okay.
We're used to seeing in air,
Right.
where light bends in a very specific way.
Yeah, our eyes are like made for that.
Exactly. Water throws a wrench in that.
Oh no.
It's denser than air.
Right.
So light bends differently as it passes through.
Ah.
It doesn't hit our retinas the same way, so it gets a
Look.
little confused.
Confused light. I like it.
Yeah, maybe not confused, but definitely refracted differently.
Okay.
The image inside our eye doesn't land where it should.
Right.
So it's blurry, unfocused.
Yeah.
Salt water makes it worse.
So much worse.
That's why even the clearest ocean water can look blurry to our naked eyes.
It really is. It's like I'm looking in a funhouse mirror.
Yeah.
Everything's distorted.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, so how do we fix this blurry vision?
Diving mask.
The trusty sidekick.
Right.
Right, so we've got Seeing Underwater, our scuba diving guide.
Yes.
It talks about why masks are so essential.
Well, it's not just comfort.
Right.
Although I think we'd all agree that's a big part of it.
Nobody wants a face full of salt water.
Exactly. But the real magic is that it creates that pocket of air in front of our eyes.
So we're bringing, like, our above-water world down with us.
Exactly. Air pocket acts as like a corrective lens.
Huh.
It's like a built-in underwater window.
Oh, I like that.
Right.
So everything's clicking into focus,
Yeah.
literally. But Seeing Underwater mentioned something else really cool about these masks.
Okay.
They magnify objects underwater.
It's true.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I always thought I was just clumsy trying to grab things underwater.
You and everyone else. It's because of how the light bends from the water into the air pocket of the mask. Objects appear about a third larger and closer than they actually are.
No way.
It's true.
Our brains are being tricked.
Physics.
That's so cool. Okay, so that's why that diving ring is always a little further away
Yep.
or bigger than you think it is.
Exactly.
Okay, so the mask is like our key
It is.
to unlocking this clear view
Yeah.
of this magnified underwater world.
Yes. It's like our window.
Yeah.
But even with that, light still behaves very differently down there.
Yeah.
As you descend, it gets darker,
Right.
colors start to shift.
It's like we're going to another world.
Seeing Underwater talks about that.
Yeah.
The deeper you go, the less light there is.
Right.
It's not just cloudy days or choppy water on the surface.
There's more to it.
There is.
Right. It's like the water itself
Yeah.
does something.
You're exactly right. And that's what we're going to uncover as we venture further into the depths of this deep dive.
So we're down there, we've got our mask, we're seeing clearly,
Yeah.
but it's getting darker.
It is.
Like, the deeper we go, someone's hitting the dimmer switch.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, imagine you're shining like a flashlight into a swimming pool at night.
Okay.
What happens to the light as it goes down?
It gets dimmer.
Exactly.
Right.
The water is absorbing that light energy
Right.
as it travels through.
So it's not even just about how much light's hitting the surface, it's how much of that light even makes it down to us.
You got it. And seeing underwater really emphasizes this.
Okay.
At 1 meter deep, that's like 3 feet,
Mm-hmm.
60% of the sunlight's gone.
60%. We've lost most of it.
By the time you get to 10 meters.
Yeah.
Which is,
There are people like to dive.
yeah, recreationally,
Yeah.
only about 14% of that surface light is left.
Wow.
It's like
That's really dim.
reading at twilight.
Yeah.
You get down to 40 meters.
Oh, forget about it.
You better bring a really strong flashlight.
Yeah. It's practically pitch black. Wow, no wonder Seeing Underwater is talking about the top 20 meters.
Right.
That's where all the action is.
Yeah, that's the sunlit city.
Right.
But there's another piece of this, too.
Okay.
It's not just about the amount of light,
Right.
it's the color.
Oh, yeah. Everything looks different down there.
Totally.
Like if you take a bright red starfish,
Yeah, and you take it down.
it's not red anymore.
Nope.
That the ocean steals colors.
It kind of does, and the reason is really cool. Okay, so water doesn't absorb all light the same way.
Right.
We're talking different wavelengths, different colors.
Okay, so like back to physics class.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got ROAGBV,
Here it is.
all the colors of the rainbow.
Exactly, and those are all just light waves.
All right.
With different lengths.
Okay.
Red, longest.
Okay.
Going down to violet, the shortest.
So is that why some colors get absorbed faster?
You got it. Remember how we were saying that water absorbs the light energy?
Yeah.
Well, those longer wavelengths, your reds, your oranges, they lose their energy super fast as they go through the water.
Okay.
So they essentially get absorbed first.
So red is just, like, gone.
Pretty much. Ocean's like, red, you're out. Orange, you too.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Yellow, you're on thin ice.
Oh, no. Okay, so what about those blues and greens?
Right. That's what we see.
The ocean's like, come on in, guys.
Exactly. Those shorter wavelengths, they're like, we got this.
They can handle it.
They can go way further before they get absorbed.
It's like a big filter.
It is. The ocean's like, I'm just going to make everything blue and green.
So to us, everything looks blue and green down there. But what about fish?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do they just see blue and green? So do fish just see a world of, like, muted blues and greens then?
Well, that's a great question, and it makes you think about how life adapts to these seemingly impossible conditions.
Right.
Fish have evolved over millions of years to thrive in these kind of visually challenging environments.
So they have, like, their own underwater vision hacks.
Exactly. Like a lot of fish, especially in deeper water,
Right.
their eyes are way more sensitive to those blues and greens
Okay.
that can actually penetrate down to those depths.
That makes sense.
And some have even developed like special visual systems to detect those really faint glimmers of light.
Oh, you're talking about bioluminescence.
Exactly.
It's like the ocean's own light show.
Yeah, it's incredible.
But they're not just putting on a show for us.
No, not at all. Bioluminescence, it's got so many purposes down there.
Right.
Attracting mates, luring prey, even confusing predators.
No, it's neat.
It's like for fish that can see it,
Yeah.
it's like this whole secret communication channel in the deep.
Wow.
It's amazing. This whole world of visual signals
Yeah.
that we can barely even perceive.
We're missing out.
We are. We're down there with our masks, looking at our limited colors.
Right.
And they're experiencing this totally different dimension
Of light and color.
of light and color.
Yeah.
They might be seeing things
Yeah.
we can't even comprehend.
That's so cool. Okay, so what else are they saying?
Well, some fish, they can actually see polarized light.
Polarized light.
Yes.
What is that?
So that's light that vibrates on only one plane.
We can't see that.
Now, without like special equipment.
So they're like rocking the bioluminescence rave.
They are.
They've got their polarized sunglasses on.
They've got it all.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We're sharing the ocean with these creatures
I know.
that experience it so differently.
It really shows you how diverse life in the ocean is.
Yeah.
Seeing underwater really emphasizes that.
Yeah.
Not just the science, but
Yeah.
just how much we don't know
Yeah.
about these creatures.
There's so much more to learn.
Exactly.
I love that. It's like every time we dive in, even if it's just a pool,
Yeah,
we're entering this world
totally.
that has different rules.
It does.
Light and vision are telling a different story.
It's a whole different perspective.
It really is. It's a whole different perspective.
Yeah.
So next time we're about to take the plunge,
Yes.
just got to remember
Remember.
there's so much
What's that?
more going on
So much.
than meets the eye.
Literally.
I love it.
Thank you for diving deep with us today.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for exploring the world with us.
Yeah.
Keep those diving masks handy.
Keep those questions coming.
And see you next time.